move on, but you are.
Can I get... You know the man who's just done this attack? Say we trace it back and we find that he went to a centre in Cardiff, and in that centre in Cardiff there was 4 speakers, and those 4 speakers were killing for the murder of Muslims. What will happen?
No,
Piers, let me finish. No, let me finish. What would happen is it would be shut down and they would be arrested. Now, Didsbury Mosque, it had... One imam, Mohammed Adam, said that if you see non-Muslims walking down the street, you make sure they cross the other side, yeah? You do not say salam to them, do not show them respect.
Tommy,
if people... another hate preacher... No, please, let me finish.
I agree with you about...
Piers, let me finish.
Piers,
please, let me finish. No.
Hate preachers.
Let me finish, because, you want to know why...
Who are you trying to persuade with this?
No, I'm trying to explain to you why we're in the situation we're in. People see no light at the end of the tunnel. After that attack in Manchester, where... And this is hatred against music. He targeted a kid's concert. He could recite the Quran without looking at it. The imam from that mosque was fighting jihad for years in Libya. Okay?
Yes, but Tommy,
please let me finish. Please, Piers, let me finish.
No, because you're missing my point.
No, you're missing the point. I'll get to the point. This mosque, okay, so we've got people inciting murder against non-Muslims. What has been the reaction? Has any politician spoke about that mosque? Has anyone done anything about that mosque? They haven't. Do you know what the police done? The police went and stood next to him holding a sign saying "Stronger Together." Stronger Together. They've been inciting hatred and murder against us. That mosque needs to be shut down. And other mosques... No, please let me finish.
You need to stop talking. Sorry, I need to...
When the British public see this, when the British public see these things and they see ISIS fighters walking on streets, you understand it's going to create the problem we saw this week.
We all understand this. And by the way...
So unless you talk about it, unless the British public are allowed...
We have been talking about little else for the last 3 months on this programme. I have said many things similar to you.
You haven't. You've been brave.
So here's my point. This is not about me saying everything you say is wrong. My problem comes...
What's wrong with my accent?
Let me finish.
The way I talk, my background?
Mate, we both went to comprehensive schools, right?
You went to a school
I went to a state school, mate.
Yeah, you went to a school in Surrey.
No, I didn't. I went to a school in Sussex called Chailey Comprehensive, right? Don't play the class card with me.
You know nothing. You know nothing about growing up in Luton. You know nothing about growing up in Luton.
No, I didn't grow up in Luton.
You haven't watched your town decay. You haven't seen. I travel this country meeting families whose daughters have been raped, who are desperate. The British public are desperate for this problem to be solved. You want to talk about the radicalising factor as to why this attack... No, we need to talk about why this attack happens. We need to.
Calm down.
We have to.
Calm down and let me respond to you. I'm not saying nothing you say has merit, right? I have argued the same points about the Wahhabi preaching in mosques in this country, the extremism. I've urged Muslims, the decent law-abiding Muslims, to root out extremists. My problem with you is that you conflate Islamist terrorism with all Muslims.
No, with Islam.
Well, we've just seen a video where you talked about...
7 years ago, Piers, come on.
The Finsbury Park Mosque stuff that you're talking about was 15 years ago. If they're not allowed to be
I've just told you that...
So are you.
Piers, can I ask, OK, what do you know about Islam?
A lot.
OK, have you read the biography of Muhammad?
Yes, I've read the Quran. I've read the Quran.
Yes, I have.
Have you read the Bible?
Yes, have you read the biography of Muhammad?
Which has more violence in it?
Piers, have you read the biography of Muhammad? What do you know about the Prophet Muhammad?
Which has more...
Just ask me a question, please. What do you know about the Prophet Muhammad?
Here's how this programme works.
You said in your newspaper article yesterday...
You are a guest on our programme, and I asked the questions with Suzanne.
I would like you
to just clarify this. Do you believe, as you did in 2011, that all Muslims are accountable...
Of course I don't.
So do you apologise for what you said?
I've already apologised on national TV when I left the English Defence League and joined a Muslim counter-extremism think tank, which again in your article you didn't want to talk about yesterday. Now, as I could say, you said yesterday...
Let me ask you another question.
Piers, please. Why am I not allowed to finish one thing I'm saying?
Do you believe more Muslims should be allowed into our country?
Do I believe more?
Yes.
No. How would you tell who those Muslims are or where they come from?
I'm just asking you, would you have a ban, like Donald Trump suggested in America, would you have a ban on Muslims entering the country, new Muslims trying to have a home in this country?
I believe we need to protect the British public right now.
So what's the answer to the question?
British Muslims?
Yeah, the British public. I didn't say British non-Muslim public. I said the British public. We've had three terror attacks.
Talker.
Children are being killed.
Yes, we all know what's been happening.
Yes, I would.
You would ban all Muslims.
I would temporarily halt Muslim immigration to this country until we get a grip of the problem. Now, again, Piers, you said in your newspaper yesterday that I was...
It's not my newspaper.
You said in your article yesterday to the national newspaper, you acted like I was ignorant and I was stupid, OK? I was ignorant. You have not...
I didn't call you either of those things.
You did.
I said you were violent because you have a long record of criminal convictions for violence. You led a hooligan firm at Luton.
Piers,
your name is not even Tommy Robinson. You renamed yourself after the leader of Luton Football Club's main hooligan gang, Men in Gear, right? You accept all that, do you?
Yeah, I do. I've not come here.
So you have a record of
I've not come here
violence.
to have a slandering match with you, because that doesn't get this cause anywhere. I want to do a public service. I want to address the issues. I want to talk about why we've got dead kids in Manchester. I want to prevent what's happening. I haven't come here for you to... I could pick things with your history. You're involved in one of the biggest media scandals in the country's history. I'm not here to do that with you.
Well,
I think what you've done...
yeah.
I think what you've done over the last 3 weeks, you've repeated what I've said for 10 years, speaking better English. And in 3 years' time, you'll be repeating what I'm saying now, because you're all playing catch-up.
Okay.
I have seen this. I'm not talking about what I read in a book. I'm talking about my life experience.
Yes,
I'm talking about growing up in a town plagued by Islamic
I
extremism.
understand this. Let me just keep this calm, right? Because you are an influential
It's not calm,
voice. You are an influential
And at every
voice.
opportunity, I point out that you should not attack innocent Muslims. At every opportunity,
Right.
every single time, I differentiate Muslims from Islam.
Right.
Okay?
But what you
How
don't
can you
do...
differentiate Muslims
Muslims
from
are people. Islam is an
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
Islam's an idea, a bad idea.
And
Islam is a
Muslims
faith.
follow
No, it's an idea.
that
It's a faith.
It's an idea that you can change your mind.
No, it's a faith. Like Christianity,
Like Scientology.
like all faiths.
Like
It's a
Scientology?
religion, it's a faith.
Like Scientology?
So, Tommy,
an idea.
if you
It's
accept,
an ideology.
if you're saying that the problem is with Islam, are you accepting that you're Islamophobic?
Because there are 100 verses
Just
in this...
yes or no,
Okay.
are you Islamophobic?
There's no such word as Islamophobia. Phobia is an irrational fear. It's not irrational to fear these things. Now, if I hold this book up and say, there will never be peace on this earth so long as we have this book, it's a violent and cursed book. That's
Can
I tell you who said that? Can I tell you who said
Can
that?
you put the
Sir William Gladstone
Right, you
said
wouldn't
that.
do that with...
Sir William
Would
Gladstone
you do that with
said
the Bible? Show some respect.
Show some respect.
Show some respect.
Have you read this book?
For people...
Have you read this book?
There are over...
Piers, you're just a cock, okay? We're not like you. We don't care. We care about the truth. The Bible is not even comparable, okay? Obviously, people can point to some verses in the Old Testament. You're just stupid, okay? Jesus Christ came. The New Testament is literally perfect. Jesus Christ is perfect. We are Christians, we are not Jews. Muhammad was a warlord. Jesus is God.
There are 100 verses in this book that incite violence and murder against us.
Show some damn respect for people's religious beliefs, right?
I should show some respect for a book that incites murder against me.
Put it down.
And calls me an animal. No, I won't put it down. Sir William Gladstone held this book above his head in Parliament, and he said there will never be peace on this earth so long as we have this book. It's a violent and cursed book. Was Sir William Gladstone, who we have statues across our capital C, was he a bigot or an Islamophobe?
See, now
Winston
you're
Churchill...
sounding like a complete
Winston
lunatic.
Churchill... No, I'm quoting previous some of the best leaders in this country's
You're sounding
history.
like a bigoted lunatic.
No, I'm not.
Somebody that basically...
Winston Churchill
you are an
Winston
Islamophobe
Churchill,
who Islam.
No, I don't
You
hate
basically
Islam.
think all
I know-
Muslims are to blame.
No.
We've seen you on video saying it. And
I
what
haven't.
you're doing now is deliberately inflammatory. It is deliberately poisonous.
How's this
And you
inflammatory?
are having
I'm
the
just giving you
complete
facts.
opposite effect to the...
What a fucking snake. What a fucking snake. Piers has always been a snake. But here's the question. Why is it that in every Islamic country, Christians get killed daily in the thousands? What is the white Christian version of that? Where are the Christian white countries that kill Muslims for being Muslims? There is none. We welcome them in our countries, in Europe, America, every Christian white country. We give them food, healthcare, money, Wi-Fi, housing, everything. And these people kill us. Like, Christianity is the truth and is good. Islam is evil. Like, simple as that.
One that you say
I'm
you
quoting
have.
William Gladstone.
You are stirring
I'm
up
quoting-
hatred. You
stirring
are
up hatred.
abusing people's religion. You're abusing their faith, and you're being a complete disgrace.
What do you know about the Prophet Muhammad? We've established nothing. You are ignorant
I know
of
that
this
you're
issue.
deliberately insulting
What do you know
people
about the Prophet?
who
How am
have-
I insulting people?
who have deeply held religious beliefs.
And if they, in
and
the-
you flouncing
this
the
book-
Quran around in your
this
hand
book is
in
the
that
reason,
disgraceful manner
this book
is outrageous.
This book is the reason we're in such a mess.
No.
That's a reality.
No, we're in this mess because people take Islam, they are terrorists, and they abuse the nature of Islam
And you know
the
that
wording
how?
of Islam,
You know
and
that
they
how?
perpetrate evil, and it is completely wrong.
And you know
For
that
you
how?
to try and claim that the
And you know that
vast
how?
majority of Muslims, who are decent, law-abiding people, to try and abuse and mock their faith and their holy book is an outrage.
And
They're
we're gonna
holy, but
put-
when you talk,
and
okay, so
Tommy Robinson, I'm
when
gonna-
the sacred
I'm gonna
months have
stop you
passed,
there
slay the
because
non-Muslims wherever
we
you
are
find them
going
and take them captive and
we
besiege them
are
and prepare for them in
going
ambush.
to-
Who's slaying who? I'm
We
not
are
inciting
going
hatred.
to
This
talk
calls for my
to a
death.
representative of the Finsbury Park Mosque.
Yeah, so guys, let me know in the comments what you think. I believe immigration is absolutely needed for every white Christian country, especially the European ones. And you know, are Muslims all bad people? Obviously not, but I'm sorry, too many of you are. And it's also about European identity. That's history, you know? Like you want Pakistan to be Pakistan, we want Europe to be Europe. But guys, let me know in the comments what you think. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to. Christ is the King of Kings. God bless you.